Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Welcome in, welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament 2024. I am James FNX, and I'm joined today by Nira Lightshine. Nira, how you doing?
I am doing very well. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, and this one is a little important to me. It's the group that I'm in the main tournament, Group AD. On the left, we've got Swagalicous, currently 0-2 in the group, taking on VeXtopher on the right, 0-1. This is Cross Hunt, so our entrance mode in the tournament this year. And the first race between these two runners.
Yeah, should be good.
If you're not familiar with that, we got a description in the channel of the mode. We also, Cross Hunt is a cross keys variant with bosses counting Triforce pieces. We need 10 Triforce pieces out of 12 to beat Ganon with the 10 dungeon bosses plus 2 pieces in Ganon's tower. Pushing buttons for us tonight, Arya Stark and Atoli. Thanks to both of them for volunteering their time. We're both kicking off in Link's house with a bottle.
Yeah, that is not something you will ever want to decline. You need at least one bottle. You don't need bottles, but you get what I mean. For sick kid.
Yeah, it does open that sick kid check. A couple divergent pass here. VeXtopher is going to take a look at Witch Hut and presumably do Houlihan as well. Swagalicious going to check out the front of his Hyrule Castle plus the Uncle drop down. Get some bombs out of the tree pole. Not going to bother taking a look and seeing what is in that drop down. It was the Lost Woods hideout.
Yep. Yep. Sadly, that is kind of an out of the way location too. Oof. That's a bad thing for the castle entrance right there.
Yeah, be a bit before Swagalicious gets back to that. He's gonna. We'll just do this drop down. Essentially, take that connector, see where it goes. VeXtopher trying to get this fake flipper to get back over to the left side. Check out the fairy drop down and potentially Houlihan from there.
Yep, that can be kind of tricky right there.
That's an early mirror for Swagalicious in the Uncle drop down. That's a very good item, especially when you're looking at connector right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely.
VeXtopher finding the Uncle at the fairy drop down. Just a map on the Uncle.
Yep, yep. Don't know if it's the same cart.
That connector for Swag taking them into the Dark World at Dark Bonk Rocks. And we're off to Sanctuary with the Tower of Hera big key. And the back of Escape is locked by the Lumberjack today.
Oof. And there's Super Bunny.
Yeah, Swag's going to take this mirror and get through this cave a little bit quicker. Grab these items. I kind of like this. This is right next to your save and quit spot. You can just save and quit back to Sanctuary and do it again. Get to the rest of North Hyrule.
Yeah, it's a nice find.
In fact, scouting that mirror is going to go pick that up in momentarily. That's adorable. Adorable. The Super Bunny Cave just takes you to the Dark World immediately in the same spot. Should have just mirrored.
Yeah.
But say Swag does save and quit. We'll head into Lost Woods now. Take a look at the location, the drop down, and the standing item.
Oh, there's an interesting place for desert.
One of our 3 desert entrances at Lost Woods gambling game. And Swag gonna at least grab the item here. Don't know if he's gonna take one of these connectors or not. That's a good item. That's a hammer sitting in the back of desert. Free as you please. Vex is going to do a little bunny walk in here. How's that mirror can get over to the entrances in South Kakariko? Can also get to this entrance here at K45.
Yep. And K45 will lead to the chicken hut.
We found one of our other desert entrances, as 20 bucks is found for VeXtopher and K45. One of those other desert entrances takes you to Death Mountain on the dark side. So Swagalicous will get to explore all of these entrances up here on the mountain. Has that mirror? It's all in logic.
Yeah, this is a good spot for desert. Hey, there's the back of desert at the arrow shop. Or arrow game. And there's the mimic cave. That can be done.
Yeah, we got this hammer.
Ten arrows. That's also something you usually don't have this early either when you find the hammer game or the mimic cave is you usually don't have the hammer.
Yeah, it usually works out. Does not normally work out in the favor that way. VeXtopher does get Burna from Maze Race, but won't. Swagalicous won't get burned too much by skipping those checks with the mirror. Lots of fresh places for both these runners to check out. Both living a little bit dangerously on health. Vex at a half a heart, but is in Kakariko, so shouldn't have too much to worry about. Swagalicous at a heart and a half has a lot more to worry about with these boulders falling down on Death Mountain.
And there's one of the two useless maps in the game. While the back or the front of the bar has the blacksmiths today.
Pretty friendly location.
Yep. This is a friendly place until you find out that, well, 20 rubies and a compass to Ganon. Well, there's the other useless Ganon's Tower item. And a blue potion in Waterfall Cave with 10 arrows in Swamp and Skull Woods.
Yeah, you're never going to pass that up. I think Vex got the item out of the front of Skull. That was an intentional death to get some health back. Swagalicous finds the back of Old Man Rescue and is going to try and bring the old man home in the dark.
Yeah, if you don't got a sword, hammer is a good alternative to do it. And here's Mimic, or not Mimic Cave, Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, just 10 arrows on the item. Visible but not grabbable. Also connector that you might have to take a little bit later.
And there's a good spot to know for fairies. Small key to Skullwoods in the back of the bar.
First one of those is nice to have, just so you can route Skull Woods in without having to worry about another small key for the front, or for the back. Swagalicous does manage to get the old man through.
Yeah, he had to use his blue potion, though.
Well, you can just get another one while he's up here. It's fine.
Very true. Swagalicous doing actually a pretty good move here, switching over the Dark Worlds right now to avoid those cabbages.
Yeah, also saw a big key on Spectacle Rock, so that's going to be a mirror bonk. I have to mirror somewhere else to go grab items, but I would just go in blue potions on both of our fairies.
Yep, and Hera and I don't remember what the other map was. Were the two maps in there?
Another big key up here on the mountain. This one for Eastern Palace. That's one that definitely locked. Oh, those are boots. Boots are just for sale.
I'd gladly pay 100 rubies for that.
The shoe will be on the other foot for VeXtopher for a little while.
Big key to Meyer on Spectacle.
Yep, another one of those big keys that hard locks one of our pieces of Triforce.
Yep.
And Swagalicous finding Eastern Palace up here at Hera.
Yeah, sorry about that. Also, Turtle Rock big key in the first check of the well with Cane of Samaria. Second Skull Wood small key found.
That one is much less important than the first one. Do like that Turtle Rock big key though, and that Cane of Samaria.
Second check of Eastern is just the map to Eastern. Isn't that vanilla?
Yes, that is vanilla.
Has this even been randomized?
Vex finding Hookshot Cave, the backside of it. Bombs open the wall, but does not want to take that connector right now.
There's the bad fairy.
And we saw Ganon at Magic Bat drop down, so at most a single item, just going to be a single item at Ganon's tower. I believe at this point we know it's Magic Bat.
Yeah, you gotta hope that nothing is at Magic Bat then.
Swag has really not found much here in Eastern Palace. And Vex passing up on Desert is not going to get that hammer for a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him a little bit. There's Super Bunny.
Vex choosing to continue to explore the overworld instead of taking connectors. Don't know how I feel about that when you have an early hammer, or not an early hammer, but an early mirror and early boots.
Getting a look at Bonk Rocks. Oh, there's the old man's cave.
A little bit better starting location than Sanctuary, but all three of our starting locations kind of isolated in the same quadrant of the world. And now Vex gets to pick a connector.
Floating Island has the book.
And a pod visit here for Swagalicous at the top of East Death Mountain.
Looks like he's going to do Mimic Clip.
Has a blue potion, so can just unlock that way.
True, and blue potions have been easy to find today.
Yes, very easy. We are flush with blue potions.
I never like it when I find blue potions that easily. That usually means it's going to be a bad seed.
Swag does get the unlock done. He's got to get this Mimic in the right spot to get caught on that pot. There we go.
Very nice.
While Vex is going to continue exploring entrances here in the Dark World as a bunny. Don't know how much I like that when you have boots and a mirror.
So nothing right now in pod.
Yep, Swag will be able to get 2 more checks in here.
At least if there's a pod small, he'd be able to get at least 1 more. Hammers in the desert, but center chest, and 20 rubies.
Okay. So 1 more check for Swagalicous as VeXtopher finds a way to Hyrule Castle at Death Mountain Descent Cave.
Oh, there's Zora money. Oh, they both have Zora money now.
And
There's
Vex
also Gina's cave.
Vex making kind of a bold decision here to just check the front, not concerned about stealing a key or anything like that. Knowing that the back of Escape is locked by Aghanim's Tower.
Also, the Agina's cave actually had something today. It had bombos.
Speaking of Aghanim's Tower, Swagalicous is finding that on the east side of Death Mountain.
Something you can find. You can at least do one of the 2 checks in here too.
Yeah, second one's going to be a big ask. Swagalicous down to 1 heart. Doesn't have that potion anymore because he's using it in pod. And gets mobbed by those blue guards, unfortunately. Going to take a death.
Zelda Cell holds the cape.
Is that Cape Battle Logic locked by the Hyrule Castle Small?
It is.
Yep. And there's a Moon Pearl for Swagalicous here in Aghanim's Tower.
Yeah, that's a nice find. Can't beat the game without that.
Vex taking the east entrance of Hyrule Castle. It pops out, and I believe that was by Dark Lake Hylia. It's going to take a look and see where the west entrance goes. Swag finding Turtle Rock East. Vex finds that he'll be able to get that chest with the big key in Samaria.
Swag really needs to find some health. There's the big key that GT found in the brewery.
Yeah, Vex finding that the west entrance to Laser Bridge or to Hyrule Castle pops out on Turtle Rock Bridge. And Vex will be on this Moon Pearl very shortly as well.
I also think Swag took a purposeful death there.
It doesn't look like it. Heading back in, so did not get all 4 of these chests in the front. Looks like only managed to get the first one.
Second chest has the shovel. First one had ether.
Vex gonna hop into Agam's Tower. Only has Samaria to kill these ball and chain guards with. Doesn't have that hammer. So this will be a little bit longer of a fight. Does have some bombs too. Also has Burna and a blue potion.
Swag got killed by one of those weird things.
Another death. That's kind of tough.
Vex got a full magic refilled off though the ball and chain guards.
Yeah, allows him to save his potion. We'll get that Moon Pearl. We'll let the world know what he thinks of that Moon Pearl, and it's gonna head out.
And fourth check of Thieves Town is small key to Mire.
So we got a shovel, we got an ether, we got first key to Misery Mire. Also one of those ones that is nice to have, but doesn't necessarily help out. Speaking of, Misery Mire also up here. Swagalicous can't get in without those boots. I'd be shocked to see VeXtopher hop in there with no fire source. We'll see Swag head over to Lost Woods and potentially get over to Kakariko and get those boots. Vex, even with the mirror, is going to take a death warp just to reset his health. Those horse heads dealing 2 hearts of damage, makes that death warp pretty quick.
Yeah, Vex though can actually go into Mire.
Kind of surprised here, and Vex changes his mind and says no thank you.
Might be a good play, might be a bad play. We can't tell this early.
All right,
also, Vex does have the TR bit. Oh, there's the ice rod.
That's a lovely location for that ice rod. It does have the big key. You have one more chest access. Oh, I guess you have a ton of access here. It does have a really good way to kill the pokey for the pokey key, but can't get the chain chomp chest and crystal roller.
I think Swag was heading towards the checkerboard cave at first, and then realized they didn't have a glove.
No.
Ooh,
Vex taking a little bit of a rough death there. We'll head back there though.
Well, there's Sick Kid in Desert North. Piece of heart though.
Not much on offer there. See Vex try to do the same thing here with the skull. Freeze it and use it as a weapon. These pokey segments are just being real rough with Vex.
Yeah, especially with the laser. Also, desert entrance is a big bomb shop.
Vex gets that small key and it's going to take it. It's going to death warp first, and it's going to have to use that potion to get across this pit. But does have that blue potion, so we'll be able to refill magic and use that Samaria.
Or he could boots dash, couldn't he?
I mean, you can hover it. I don't know if Vex has hovering in his toolkit. But the big thing about getting that small key and not using it on that door is he's able to use it and get the 4 chests off Laser Bridge this way.
No, I meant when I said that, I meant like, couldn't he just dash against the wall and skip into the left room? But then you brought up the point that he doesn't want to spend it on the center chest.
Yeah, he's going to take that small key from the pokey and head down to Laser Bridge. Meanwhile, Swag finally might be heading to Kakariko now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be happy when he sees how long ago he could have got those boots.
Rock Small and Turtle Rock, as is tradition. And a flute! Big time item right there. That's going to help Vex's mobility for sure. And our back entrance is available. We do have that cape. Cape was not in Logic. Burna is, though, so that flute is in Logic. Vex saying, no thank you, at least for now, to the 2 entrances in Eastern Palace area. That's a glove. That's really important.
Yep. Now he's going to go check the 2 entrances up here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to save and quit from Eastern Palace. It's a long run back. There's those boots for Swagalicous.
Oh, there's the expansion shop.
15 Bomb Gang is going to rise up for VeXtopher.
Can't really blame him buying those. It never hurts to have bombs of 15 at least.
Well, right now he doesn't have a terribly reliable weapon, just Burna and Samaria. So, not a bad idea to pick up that extra bomb capacity.
Yep, and the eastern entrance is going to be Eastern Desert.
Yeah, this is really good for Vex. He's going to get that hammer now.
Ironic that Eastern Palace's entrance actually leads to the eastern entrance of Desert.
There's that hammer for Vex. So that is normal run-of-the-mill Dark World access for VeXtopher.
Yeah, it is. I didn't even think about that.
That's a big advantage for Vex right now, having that flute and Dark World entrances available to him at his leisure.
Be right back really fast.
These runners are gonna kind of walk in each other's footsteps here for a few minutes. We got the links in the chat a little while ago, but give these runners a follow when as they run across that finish line, putting on a show for you. Also, big thank you to Aria Stark and Atoli for tracking for this race. I don't think either of these runners are going to miss anything. The other was not get anything that was able to miss in the locations they were at. Still no fire sources, Swagalicous. Also no swords, so won't be able to do much anything here other than the one chest in Skullwoods. Vex will get a blue potion refund up here on the mountain. So let's see if Swag scouts this Berna over here at Maze Race. We'll get a chance to look at it. Knows that there was available from the start of the game, but Berna not a hard requirement. Vex about to rescue the old man. Gonna use Samaria to help him find his way. That shovel just being a single arrow.
Ooh. And this rock entrance by Link's house is Bumper Cave.
Yep, Vex will be able to take that connector when he gets there. Still out of logic that Cape was locked in behind the Hyrule Castle Small. Not asking about the Triforce pieces in this mode. They don't replace the pendants and crystals. Those are still prizes that are part of the pool that are given when you beat the bosses, but they are taking out 12 of the lesser items in the games, like your 5 and 20 rupee drops. So there's a tiny little bit less resources in the game to fill in those Triforce pieces.
Yeah, I don't think our runners are going to worry about that too much. They've already found 2 of the 300 ruby packs.
There's our first sword. Swagalicous finds that at the dam.
Yeah, another item you need to beat the game. So in this mode, we do still fight Ganon, right? We just have to find 10 of the Triforce.
Yep. You know, it's you find 10 of the 12 Triforce pieces, and then you go to Ganon's location, and he tells you to fight him. VeXtopher heading into Pod. See if he wants to unlock camera as well. Swamp
there's
Palace.
Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp Palace down at Mini Moldworm Cave. Vex pulling off potion glitch as well. We'll get these mimics clipped off or pushed off the screen. And Swag is looking for 2 more rupees. Get ready for Zora. Decent chance you might find a few in here in Paradox Cave. This entrance, not in logic, but still going to grab all 7 of these items anyways.
Why is it not in logic?
The glitch for clipping the block is not part of the logic.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry. Been doing that so long, I forget sometimes that the mirror clip it. Oh, there's our rubies, and there's our fire source.
Yep. $300, a lamp, some more money, and a CT small. So that's another check in Castle Tower. Next time Swag's up on the mountain. Skull Woods is beatable now. It's not in logic, but could be done. VeXtopher finds the front of Turtle Rock. We'll get 1 check here.
Yeah, Paradox Cave also comes out of, in one entrance, it comes out of the swamp entrance.
That's reachable with what we've seen between both runners, so those goods are in play. Also, the top entrance is very accessible here at Lake Hylia.
Vex gonna go ahead and do Mire.
This is interesting. You know, he's got a hammer now. It's a little bit better of a weapon, but still no fire source. Is going to have to give up on those 2 items on the left-hand side for now.
Unless, of course, he finds one while he's here.
That could happen. Swagalicious finding that glove. Swag now has normal Dark World access. And Vex will have to try this room again. Does not get over there in time to before the bridge starts collapsing.
I think everyone's done that at least once.
Swag having a little trouble with the beetle. Does get that flute though.
We also know where 2 shields are now.
Swag will continue on to get Crystal Roller. Do have that lamp. Our second sword found by VeXtopher here in Misery Mire.
Weirdest looking fire source I've ever seen.
One more chest here for VeXtopher. We'll leave 3 checks behind. And not going to head into a vitreous fight on no health, no fire source.
I completely agree with that.
Swag is going to try and get this pokey key and presumably the lava chest. Now with his equipment here, popping an ether would make this room pretty trivial. Finally, Vex gonna turn in this flute, and I presume head to the Dark World from here. Swag does get that pokey key, just a piece harder than Lava Bridge, but we will get at least one fresh check here in Chain Chomps. Swag is going to deal with this other pokey. Get the entrance item at the front that VeXtopher got a little bit earlier.
Vex is doing a good hover.
Yeah, really nicely done hover. Three out of four, not good enough for Vex. Gonna give it one more shot here at least. And Swag wanted to death warp and got a refill.
Yeah, that never feels good.
Where are you going, Swag?
Swag, you don't got Fire Rod. At this point, I think it's just a matter of pride with Vex.
Yeah, at some point you've got to call it, and Vex is calling it there. Let's see where the front of this is. Misery Mire.
No, we already knew that.
Swag went through there. Meanwhile, Swag finding the back of Old Man Start at Dark 5. Vex has no magic, can't open the Misery Mire entrance right now to get back. But we got a mirror, so we're not stuck here. Gonna get some checks. We'll see Checkerboard Cave. We did not see that when Swagalicous was up here.
No, we did not. And pod entrance is that Spectacle?
Yeah, it's Spectral Rock, which was 10 arrows, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and we don't know what's at the end of the other part of the connector.
Nothing gained from VeXtopher on that Checkerboard Cave entrance, just a shop.
And there's a there's a fairy. Nagina's cave entrance is another fairy.
Our hair here for Swagalicous.
This is beatable.
Yeah, we have the big key. So we can beat this dungeon. Hammer makes the fight reasonable.
Yeah, definitely. And
Even with
70
boots and
bucks
sword, though, that's NMG loadout, so not too bad. Flag gonna hit that switch again. Maybe grab some of these health pots at the top.
Yeah, definitely not a bad choice.
Gets to line up with a spin to bomb jump across that pit. Just another piece of heart, though.
I think he's actually a heart piece away from being able to get another heart refill.
Tempered sword for VeXtopher.
No, that's master, not tempered.
I'm sorry, Master Sword, yes. And Swag gonna hop into the Moldor fight.
Yep. So it won't drop an item, it's just going to drop a pyramid piece, or Triforce piece, right?
That's correct. And we'll have to wait a minute, because Moldor is not going down quietly.
Yeah, there's a reason why we call him Trolldorm.
Alright, Vex does have the cape, but does not have magic, so can't get through this. Swagalicous finishing off Moldor. Gets that first Triforce piece. And a crystal. We knew that was a 5/6 from the bomb shop. So Swagalicous first on the board here. Bad side of Spiral Cave. And Swagalicous is going to take this mirror and check out the pyramid, it looks like.
Also, just add to what you said, I don't think there's a good side of pyramid, or of a spiral.
I'm well known for saying that winners don't do spiral, so... Bug net on the pyramid. Swag's going to pass up. Swag, you should probably be checking Herald Castle entrances while you're here. Ice Palace for Swag. We got a hammer. We got Bombos. We got Samaria. And we have one small key, so 7 checks in here available. Not as many in logic, and kind of a terrible boss fight if Swag chooses to take this all the way to Cold Stare. Just a heart in the first chest for Swag.
Yeah, he can do Icebreaker too.
Yep, gonna hit the switch because he doesn't have the big key. And get these one frame movements to get stuck into the rail. There it goes. Well done. I don't think Swag had a glove here when Vex gets. We see the front of Spiral Cave glove locked at the Ice Rod Cave area.
And we're going to get a look at Spiral Cave here.
Our first pod small here in Ice Palace. Spiral Cave just 20 bucks.
Do you think Swag will do Cold Stare?
If you're going in here, you're making an attempt. I don't think you can really justify coming in here and not making an attempt. I think he's going to have to bombos again. He's only going to get one of these freeze ores. We'll have just enough magic to get through. This is going to be a challenging fight for Swagalicous.
Definitely.
No fire rod, no magic beyond enough to cast bombos, no safeties, and a fighter sword and a hammer.
Yep, you're going to have to use the hammer for this.
Swag smartly staying at the top of the room. You just have to do a little bit less dodging of those icicles up there. Does get caught though, and will have to come back later. Doesn't have the magic to come back in.
He did a good attempt though.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're willing to hop into Ice Palace there, you're willing to take that fight. As VeXtopher finishes off Moldorm in Tower of Hera and evens up the Triforce count at 1 apiece.
We're also getting a look at Catfish.
Not really much else to do out here on this side of the world. I assume Swag is going to mirror and take a look at Zora afterwards. Catfish just has 20 rupees. And no Zora visit for Swag. Vex will head to pod entrance. And Vex, for having already done the Eastern Palace area entrances, is going to take this connector. I assume he's already seen... Yeah, he's already seen the other side, so he's going to drop down and take a look at the third path. There's our floating island connector. This had book. So VeXtopher is going to have some light reading.
Well, he can do the tablet up here too.
Yeah, you can do the tablet. Also in this preset, Gan's Tower is 0 crystals, so we'll be able to check that entrance as well. Hopefully Vex remembers that. If not, he'll see the ladder is down. Just our cash friend.
If he was a real cash friend, he'd had more than 20 rubies.
GT 0 crystal is the... That's 20 rupees on the tablet for VeXtopher. The preset that this is built off of, this is a riff on Boss Hunt from War for Hyrule, which happened earlier this year. And that mode did not have entrance, but having GT at 0 crystals there means there's less blocking the GT pieces of Triforce. And when they made this version of the mode, they decided to leave that 0 GT requirement in.
Green pendant was desert. And there's our second bottle, piece apart, and a bread meringue.
Not much on south side of Dark Death Mountain. This is Vex figuring out where he wants to go next. It looks like it's back into Mire. We've got a hammer. We've got safety items. We've got a cape. Should make this Vitreous fight not too terrible. Yeah, with the cape, this should be well within Vex's range. Also has that lamp now. We'll be able to get these two entrances, or the two items on the left-hand side. Odd big key locked in behind Mr. Meyer's fire locked exits plus 3 small keys. Nice heads up play by Vex there to hit the switch again. Not going to have to deal with that in the basement.
Yeah, really.
Alright, swag back to the pyramid. And this will be looking at Hyrule Castle entrances, hopefully. Hope we're not back here for Bugnet. Spike Cave in logic, though Swag doesn't know it, and Swag also doesn't have the tools to get there right now with no potion. Meanwhile, VeXtopher is going to head to Vitreous. Second pod small down here in Dark Lake Highland. Vex getting this cape out for the Vitreous fight. Through phase 1 into phase 2. As long as he can keep some distance between him and eyeball. I would not be being that aggressive. Does have that fairy in a bottle, though. There are mitts sitting on Stumpy.
What was that?
Mitts and Stumpy.
Oh, dang. And Viddy is down. And he, of course, holds the Triforce piece.
Surprise, surprise, another Triforce piece. That's 2 for VeXtopher, taking a 2-1 lead in this race. And for 80 rupees and a little hard labor, you too can have a fire rod.
Yeah, you don't want to turn that down.
A couple of very nice finds for Swag here, back to back. And Swag will also pick up this Burna. It's not quite as useful in cross keys as they are in other modes. Only a couple entrances are hard locked by those mitts.
Yeah, but better to have them than and never need them.
Absolutely.
You don't want to have to be doing a last location Titans miss, that's for sure. Blacksmith's hold today, just a heart container.
It's our first look at Village Outcasts as Vex is choosing the castle. One entrance up there that we weren't able to see with Swag.
And Johnny's got for us 10 arrows, a piece of heart, small key to Meyer, compass to Turtle Rock, and a map to Turtle Rock.
That stinks. Not very good type cave today. Vex also passing up on that bug net.
Yep, that's why we call him Johnny now. Oh, there's the dam.
Dam with a Turtle Rock Small sitting behind the Aghanim's Tower entrance. No flippers yet, so that's not super relevant. But it is something that Swag doesn't have a ton of reasons to go back to for a while. So if we do find the slippers in course, that could be a big advantage for Vex, depending on how the seed plays out. Mini Moldworm Cave. And we have a big key to Thieves Town. That one is decent.
Yeah, with that, Thieves Town is beatable. And there's Tempered, so we know where 3 swords are now.
Yeah, Swagalicous was not able to get to that sword, does not have Kate, didn't have Berna then, didn't have the magic. So now a sword advantage for Vex for a big one.
Yeah, especially as Swag is still on Fighter Sword. And there's a
surprise. Yeah, small key up here in library. Desert small, it's 2 more checks. I'm kind of surprised Swag hasn't headed to Misery Mire, having that Samaria and a lamp and the big key. Fully completable dungeon.
Vex gonna go ahead and get some blue bottle refills.
So it's free real estate.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if it's out of the way, it's free at that too.
Swag finally turning in his flute.
Okay, I gotta say this, everybody forgets to activate their flute at least once.
And this is the first time Swag's been back to Kakariko. It's not a very easy location to get to with our starting spots. We do have Bonk Rocks as one of them. That's the closest. But with that's a check no one wants to do ever. Not something you want to come back for. Both these runners have completed Hera other than that basement.
So that was vanilla. That
Sure was.
Sorry for cutting you off. I just find it amusing when all the entrances there are, you get a vanilla entrance. Oh, Bunk Rock. We of course know that Misery Mire entrance was nothing. I just can't remember what it was at this moment.
It was a connector of some sort that we've already been through. Yeah, Hookshot Cave.
This is another one I love, is when the Hookshot is in Hookshot Cave.
Swag not gonna try, however. Vex about to get that Thieves Town big key.
Well, we do know where Thieves Town is.
Yeah, both the runners have been in the front there, I believe.
Yep. Because they both got ether. We're going to look at this cave. I don't think we've seen this one yet. It's just another fairy.
I think Swag found that a little while ago. But both sides of the rock cave there are just fairies. Swag gonna head into Skull Woods. Got that fire rod. We can beat this dungeon.
Does not hurt to do this.
Meanwhile, Vex in the front of Skullwoods.
Oh, that's not something you want to see.
A mushroom.
You definitely don't want to see a mushroom. Especially if you don't know where the witch's hut is.
On the bright side, Magic Bat is not going to be in play today, so not have to have any considerations of fake powder.
Oh, there's Flippers. We also know where Swamp is.
Still haven't found the Swamp Key yet, though. So, a couple pieces still missing to full access to that dungeon.
Yeah,
Swag getting through this Mothula fight. Nicely done.
Yep. Also, Swamp Small could always just be vanilla, though.
Swag tying back up the Triforce piece scoreboard.
Vex is going to go check a graveyard ledge and stuff. We've already seen all this.
Yep. Swag will get the book.
Sadly, does not have Master Sword or better, so he can't check the tablets.
Swag visiting Saha. We'll get that information that Desert is the green pendant. We'll pick up that second bottle. Meanwhile, Vex is going to take these flippers and immediately check these three entrances at Dark Lake Hylia.
First entrance turning out to be just a shop. Second entrance is turning out to be junk. Third entrance is GT.
That one's important.
Just a tiny bit.
And Vex can give it a go. We can do some bomb jumps to get the torches. This Triforce piece in the basement, though, accessible for both our runners. Does get a small key and hope, so we'll be able to come through right side without having to steal the key.
Vex could actually make the climb. He's got the big key.
Yeah, if he's willing to mimic clip and hover or Moldworm bounce, that is a play that's on the table. I'm not sure that's where you want to be right now.
No, but it's good, like something to keep in mind. I doubt he'll do it, though. Just 20 rubies in the tile room.
And Vex is not going to risk the bomb jumps with Lamp to try and get right side completed. Is going to take this hammer, though, and do some bomb jumps and some bonks to clear out the left side. Meanwhile, Swag's going to find this mushroom. That's the wrong swamp key.
And there's a useless key up there in there too.
That's our third Skullwood small. Second one for Vex. Puts Mothula in logic, not that that really matters. Swag does have a fire rod here, so we do get to see the back entrance of Skull Woods. Just a shop, though.
Yep.
Surprised Swag isn't taking that opportunity to read the pedestal.
There's our fourth pod small. No, third.
I believe that's our third between the two runners.
Yeah. And we have a map to desert, 10 arrows, 3 bombs, and a small key to pod. There's our fourth.
Yeah, and with 3 in Vex's inventory, that's probably enough incentive to make a second trip over there. But first, we're going to kill some Armos Knights and get another Triforce piece. Flippers for Swag.
Is it in Bob's chest or the one of the chests after Armos?
It's in one of the chests after Armos. It's in the vanilla big key chest.
That's what I thought. I asked partially for me and partially for those in chat that might be curious. And there's red mail. I actually have gotten really good at doing Armos with the Cane of Burna.
Yeah, it's definitely the preferred weapon here, given Vex's loadout. Gonna be able to drag a bunch of these statues together, do a bunch of damage.
Still does it really well.
Vex making sure to do slashes or dashes and not pokes. Gets through Ice Armos.
There's one Triforce piece, 20 rubies, and 20 rubies. He's making the climb.
And this is a gutsy play from Vex.
Swag is checking the back of the cat, or checking escape. And escape. Dark Cross is a small key to Thieves Town.
That could be important.
Yeah, that makes Thieves Town 100% completable.
Now Vex is going to try and get these mimics into the wall.
There he goes.
Alright, that's half the battle. Swag is going to head to the back of escape, so we'll give up on those 3 entrances in the sewers drop down. Those 3 items in the sewers drop down. VeXtopher gets one of the mimics into the wall.
He got the other.
And the other. Well done.
And there's the cape for Swag.
Vex gonna refill here. Both on health and magic.
Not a bad choice. Oh, there's the brewery, and it holds the small key. Oh, that's where we got the GT big key.
Yep.
I'm taking Swag, or Vex already checked all this.
Yeah, Vex has been up here. Did not take the connector, but it only ends up taking you to Desert East. And Swag will move on somewhere else.
It was Sleepstown. Maybe he's heading towards that. Nope, there's Spiral. Vex doing a really good job on the GT climb.
Yep, we're almost to those 3 chests upstairs.
Well, he might be comfortable doing the bounce strat, so.
I think Swag already saw this. No.
No. Yeah, we have. I just can't remember what it was. 20 rubies.
Nothing memorable. There's our last sword. So VeXtopher, the gold sword to fighter sword situation yet again for Swagalicous. It's happened in our race. Cute location for a GT small key.
Yep. Also looks like maybe he's gonna bounce or hover.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hover to get the Triforce piece.
Yep. Think he'll do Aga too since he's here.
No reason not to. I think there's a single item there. Oh. Vex will give this another go. Does have to kill a Moldorm again. But looking between our 2 runners. Give Vex another shot here.
Hobo had 10 arrows.
Gets it that time, so we'll pick up this Triforce piece. Piece number 4 for VeXtopher.
Yep, he's looking good.
Yeah, so looking between our runners, Turtle Rock is completable. Ice Palace is completable. Thieves Town is completable. We need a Swamp Small. We need a Bow for Pod and Eastern, and the Desert Big. So Bow is by itself is no mode, at least between the 2 runners. VeXtopher through the Aghanim 2 fight. And just $50 underneath the pyramid lights. As Swagalicous is going to give us our first look at Zora. This would be a fun place for a bow.
Yes, it would. But it holds 3 bombs.
That is not very bow-shaped.
Sure it is. Just look at it from a left-sided triangular motion and you'll see it has bow.
Right, this is a new location as well. Blind's hut in the waterfall. There's that desert big. That's another dungeon to complete. And a bow. So Vex will have that shortly if he continues on with these water checks.
And back of Blind's hideout, 20 rubies.
So bow plus desert big. That's 5, 6, 7. Ice is 8 TR. It's not doable from Vex's perspective without that fire rock. We're getting close. Swag gonna check out this desert big chest.
And it will hold for us a small key to ice.
Not particularly relevant at this point. Vex finds Ice Palace is going to complete this. Nothing really relevant on right side for Swagalicous. I think if you're in Swag's seat right now, you really got to start looking at getting some dungeons done.
Oh, I definitely agree.
You got a Misery Mire that is almost fully in logic. You've got an Ice Palace that you've been to and had a little bit of a blow up, but is fully in logic. Desert Palace, I think Swag's found the north side of Desert. I know we've seen it on Vex's side. Here's Eastern for Swag, so this will be a another Triforce piece for him.
Yep, we'll also get to see. Oh yeah, wait, just Triforce piece.
I remember where that pod big key was that Vex found.
TR? I don't know.
Swag almost to Armos Knights. Vex almost through here in Ice Palace. And Arya into the Armos fight. Lets one of them slip away. Is not going to be able to get the quick kill. Does clean it up nicely, though. Picks up Triforce piece number 3 for him. And pendant number 2.
That was a good recovery on his part, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Vex going to drop in here for Cold Stare. Much easier time with a gold sword.
Gold sword, 15 hearts, red mail. Free fight.
Yeah, piece number 5 for Vex.
Swag, you need to go through one of the other entrances. You need that ice rod out of the Turtle Rock big chest.
Yeah, here's Thieves Town. Swag has big key, small key, so we'll be able to pick up all 4 items in the back. One of those being Triforce piece number 4 for him, plus 3 other checks.
Vex checking stuff we've seen. I think this is 20 rubies. Yep.
Yeah, more importantly, though, I was about to get this bow out of here. And the Desert Palace big key.
Yep.
Eastern Desert Pod, Skullwoods, Thieves Town. That is go mode for Vex.
Yeah, all he has to do is beat the dungeons now.
Meanwhile, Swag in Thieves Town. Vex immediately to Skullwoods. No Fire Rod, we don't need that there. Can't do a bomb jump to get to one of these torches.
one of the easiest bomb jumps in the game, too.
Yeah, it lines itself up if you just put your back up against the wall and slide over. All you gotta do is make sure you don't get caught by the wall master, and that one is pretty nice to go there. So, hook shot for Swagalicous. But that is probably too little too late here.
Yeah, that might actually take him further away from more swords. And there's the 6th Triforce piece for Vex.
Nicely done by Vex. Welcome in Raiders from Alana Bean's chat. Thanks for the raid, Alana Bean. We are watching Link to the Past Randomizer Main Tournament 2024 cross hunt action between Swagalicous on the left and VeXtopher on the right. Swagalicous in the blind fight here for Triforce piece number 4. Finishes it up. Meanwhile, VeXtopher is 6 Triforce pieces in, and that he's in go mode. Hopefully he recognizes that he's in go mode.
Yep, it's also both runners also have Lana's favorite item, the shield.
Misery Mire finally for Swag will pick up Master Sword in here. Directly to Desert for Vex.
Where was the tempered sword?
Where was the Tempered Sword? It was somewhere also mediocre. Gold Sword was in GT. Temper was a Spike Cave, which was at Swag did not have a safety item. Has seen Spike Cave, but it's on top of Hyrule Castle and not easy to get to.
Oh, there's the pod big key. It was in Mire.
So Swag now in go mode as well.
Yeah, less favorable go mode because he's on Master Sword. Or will be.
Yeah, it just needs to find GT.
Why does he need GT?
For the 2 pieces there.
Oh, that's right.
The Swag does not know he's in go mode. As soon as he finds GT, he is in go mode.
And Landmole. Oh, that I'm way behind. I'm still looking at the live stream, not the.
Yeah, Lambo disappeared. It's fine. It's gone. It won't hurt anyone. Definitely didn't hurt Vex.
Here's Eastern though. Here's going to be his 8th Triforce piece.
Yeah, Vex knows he's in go mode. He's just heading to dungeons, clearing them out. Mirror Shield for Swag. Vex. Not sure why you're opening this chest, but... I like that strat from Swag for picking up the pot in Meyer Darkroom. Back to the Armless fight. This will be Triforce piece number 8. And Swag is heading into Vitreous for Triforce piece number 9. Vex, heads up play, just skip in the pendant. Don't need it. And this is Pod for Vex. We'll just head to the boss. This will be piece number 9. Swag having a little bit of problems with the Vitreous Fate. Hopefully can get through it. Meanwhile, Vex is heading towards the dark rooms in Pod. Swag doing a real good job of keeping his composure here in this video fight. Gets through it. We'll pick up Triforce piece number 5. Meanwhile, VeXtopher almost over to Helmosaur King and Triforce piece number 9 for him. Alright, this will be Ice Rod for Swag. No small keys, can't get through this way, but we'll need to pick up another Turtle Rock Small before he can beat that dungeon. Piece number 9 for Vex. Well done. Just Thieves Town left for him. Meanwhile, Swagalicous is going to head... Where is Swagalicous going to head? This is a desert play, I presume. No. Swag's gonna check this key here on Highland Island, see if it's that Turtle Rock Small that he needs to finish that dungeon up. It is not. It is another Pod Small. This will send Swag over to GT. Vex getting the attic blown open. We'll head to pick up the maiden, bring her back to her cell, or bring her back to the exit, find out that she's blind. Spoilers. Swag, however, is going to do right side GT. Yeah, this is go mode for Swag. You should just rush. Rush Ice Armos. Gotta say, it is hard to do the math in your head as you are running these races. Like, adding up what your go mode is kind of a challenge sometimes in this mode. Vex will hide into the blind fight. Gets through it. We'll pick up Triforce piece number 10. Should just save and quit here, but will not. Vex is a flute away from Ganon. You're just chilling in Kakariko today. Swag gets caught by the Wall Master. And suggesting breakfast to our European friends. Ice Palace Big Chest having the other bow. There's that Swamp Small. Vex here with the lamp. It's going to look for double spins at least. Lamp triples can be somewhat tricky depending on Ganon's location. Maybe one more cycle for Vex. There you go. Your GG's ready in chat as VeXtopher cross this bridge and pick up the victory. Move up to 1-1 in groups. GG's to VeXtopher. Official time of 1 hour, 49 minutes and 20 seconds. Thanks to racetime.gg. And I'm joined right now by our winner today, VeXtopher. GG's.
GG's.
That was a lot quicker than some of the cross-ons I've seen so far in this tournament.
I mean, when you don't have to have the hook shot or the fire out, it's
Yeah. Obviously, you were feeling good about your GT skips, deciding to make the climb when you found GT where it was at. Kind of a miserable location for that dungeon.
Yeah, I didn't want to go back. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go back.
Don't blame you.
And then I was like, man, I cut my thumb, like my cuticle, pretty bad. And, like, it really screws up my hovering a little bit. And then my mimic clip also was just off. I don't know. It's too late.
Yeah, this is definitely rando after dark.
It's fine. I'd rather play now when I know the baby's gonna be asleep, because then no one gets mad at me.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I feel like I probably got the Moon Pearl in the most awkward way possible. I got it fast, but it had to have been awkward.
Yeah. I mean, this seed gave you so many options movement wise at the start with mirror and boots fairly quick.
I remember looking at my tracker at one point. I was like, oh man, I picked up the flute going through TR the long way, like just because I thought it'd be funny. And then my entire tracker, both Light World and Dark World, was completely green. I was like, I guess I can do whatever I want. And then I was looking for those 5 item caves for so long. I was like, where are my 5 item caves? I was like rushing entrances. I was like, I haven't seen any of them. There's 3 of them. I found none.
Yeah, it was very much kind of a feast or famine kind of seed. You have a big feast at the start, and then both you and Swag spent a bunch of time covering entrances and not really finding a lot, and then kind of a rush at the end where you're just suddenly in go mode.
Yeah, I was like, man, by the time I got to where I was like looking for a couple of things, I was so close to go mode. I was like, I need like 2 of like 9 different things. I don't know. I was trying to do the math, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just find the bow. Well, I knew I needed the bow, but I was like, maybe I'll just find the easy one. It's just, maybe I'll just find like a big key, big to desert. And I did. Like, okay.
And then they're just both in the same place.
Yeah, I was like, this is great. Now I don't have to think about the numbers anymore. I was looking for Fire Rod in Eastern. I wouldn't open big chest normally, but I felt like
we figured you're looking for Fire Rod or Silver, something to speed up the Ganon fight.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have just been Silvers, I probably wouldn't have gotten Eastern big chest. But if it was Silvers and Fire Rod, I would have got Eastern big chest. I don't know. Fire Rod being dig game kind of stinky, because that would have been. I saw it in chat. But yeah, dig game. Yeah. I almost went there before I went up to the 3 entrances at Howa Castle, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, wait, there's entrances here. I've seen 0 5 item caves. They're gotta be over here somewhere.
Right.
So I did it there. Myth run Stumpy.
Yeah, it was
amazing.
We thought this seed might swing back in Swag's direction after pulling Fire Rod and Mitts back to back, but they really didn't lock all that much this seed.
Yeah, I don't even know if there was any entrances that were interesting left. I know. I mean, Fire Rod would have made TR faster than Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Because of where it was. But I don't know. I figured spinning that key. I was like, I'll steal a Pokey key and I'll just go to the. I'll go to the back of TR that way, because it's like, I don't know, it's weird. If back of TR is like inaccessible, I could pull something really nice. There's a lot of value in cross hunt, I think, sequence breaking stuff, because you might be locked by like a key, or you might be locked by some other item that you're just gonna find later, and you can pick up stuff to clear things way quicker. It's
right.
Just, I feel like there's a lot of it. The value of hovering in cross hunt is actually dumb. Like, it's a lot.
It's very powerful.
Like, even something as simple as GT being in a bad spot, just being able to hover the gap is like saves you so much time retraversing later. I don't know, it was a fun scene. I don't know. It's really funny to not have fire rod or hookshot when you finish the seed. I don't know. I think that's one of my favorite parts about Cross Hunt in general. It's just that like you can just finish with so many different item modes.
Yeah,
And it's
definitely. I think it's got a more chill vibe than Cross Keys specifically because you're not having to worry about, oh, this is a pendant dungeon. Why am I here? My life is terrible.
Well, it does play very similar to Cross Keys for the most part until the end. You get to the end, instead of looking for one particular item, you're like looking for one of many.
Right.
I kind of like in Cross Keys a lot of times. I feel like I try to be very thorough, but in Cross Hunt, I feel like I just try to get as much map knowledge as possible, as fast as possible, because I feel like that's more valuable up front, so you can kind of get a feel for what's fastest and what items you actually are looking for.
Yeah, it definitely saw different philosophies between you and Swag in the early game. They were Swag was following a lot of connectors, and you were not following connectors for the most part. We thought that, depending on where the entrances in Desert were, we thought that hammer might evade you for a while.
Yeah, that was on my mind though. Because with getting the boots that early and then having 2 items available in Desert immediately plus the connectors, there's a lot of value in that. Right. I mean I had that. It was either that or Super Bunny, and they basically both were the same value.
Right.
As far as the connector item. But I wanted the magic, so I wanted the Super Bunny.
It's very fair.
But it was. I like Cross Hunt. I also like 80 keys. I basically just don't like open, which is great because I don't have to play it at all.
So you're telling me you're picking Cross Hunt against me is what I'm hearing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I figured that would be the call.
Oh, I said that after the Julo game too. I was like, I'm so glad that James picked 80 keys, which means I don't have to play open against James. And then Swag was like, let's do Cross Hunt. And I was like, don't have to play open against Swag either. It felt great.
Now all your opponents know if you make it into brackets, they can tilt you a little bit.
I mean, it wouldn't tilt
Give you the old open.
I would just be sad the whole time. Not tilted, sad.
Just holding a controller with a frown.
Yeah, I was doing that a lot tonight. I was not playing particularly well. I did some kind of dumbs. I felt like I was going pretty quick, but it was like, I made some dumbs.
Yeah, nothing looked too wild in terms of.
Yeah, nothing was crazy, like crazy bad, but it wasn't like it was my cleanest game ever. But I had fun, and that's what's important.
That is what's important, is having fun. You got 4 races left in the group. You're 1-1. We got to get a couple in sometime.
We were supposed to play on Sunday. I honestly thought our game was on Saturday at 2. And so that was part of it. I was like, okay, we got to I planned around it and everything. I had the life ready to go. She was like, all right, we can do that. I was good. I was like, sweet. And I looked at the schedule and I was like, that's supposed to be tomorrow. And I was like, I promised her we'd go somewhere tomorrow. So that's how that went over. We can probably do both next weekend, hopefully. I can actually play on Friday. Yeah.
I think I have a race on Friday, but if it's like later in the evening, it's probably fun.
No.
We can schedule this off of the SpeedGaming restream. That is.
Yeah. What's Swag looking for? Have we not seen Ice Palace yet?
We saw Ice Palace. Swag actually went in there very early and ended up dying to Cold Stare.
Oh, got it. Okay. Because we finished
but
Cold Stare. We've got Desert Big, right? So we
yeah. Swag should be in go mode. I'm not sure what he's looking for, but
yeah, Swag can also finish pod, like right here. So.
Yep.
Yeah, even without Cold Stare. We also have the Swamp. Actually, Swag can just finish all the dungeons except for TR.
Yes. he just needs a TR small for that, which who knows.
Thanks. I wonder if Swag has mixed up cross keys and.
No, we raced cross hunt Saturday. So,
I didn't look at the scores.
I won that race. I'm with you. I did not necessarily have the greatest performance of my life. But I did pull it out. Similar sword situation too, where I was 3 swords up on Swag most of the seed.
Yeah, getting temperate out of Spike Cave. It's just like, oh man. I was like, it's late. Having tempered sword is just
that was a rough spot too for Swag. He did not have burn or cape there, or so he had no way to even get through the barrier. Or get through. He had no way to get through the barrier for the other entrance up there, and then didn't have any way of getting through Spike Cave.
Oh, gross. I know. Like, and then honestly, like, you'll never see me get 3 blue bottles for any reason. I was just, I don't know, I was tired, and I was like, I really don't want to like. I was like, if I just take a whole bunch of damage, I'll just use a blue bottle. And
yeah.
Then I can just play really lazy because I was just feeling lazy. Man, I guess we can. I guess I'll play Swag again this late. That's not that bad. Usually I'm okay, but it is really late. I was gonna try to wait for Swag, but not sure. I have to get going.
It makes sense, yeah.
You have to work tomorrow.
All right. Anything else you want to give a shout out to, or?
Yeah, here, Indiana University is a football school. Just throwing that out there.
See how they do against Washington this week.
Hey, college
missing their quarterback.
The backup played the whole second half of the Nebraska game and still did fine.
Also, Washington's not very good.
That is probably... yeah. True. We'll see. I'll probably eat my words. Every time I get excited about Indiana football, it disappoints.
So, like, twice in your life?
Well, no, because when I went there, I was excited every year for, like, the first 10 minutes of every game before we went to tailgate instead.
Oh, tailgating in central Indiana sounds like a lifestyle.
Oh, it definitely is. In the heat, the summer humidity. Great time.
All right. If you have not already, please give VeXtopher a follow and Swagalicous as well. As Swag is taking on Helmasaur King. GG's again, Vex. Thanks for hopping in, and I'll let you get some sleep.
Yep. Alright, I'm tell Swag when Swag gets in here, tell him GG. And then yeah. And I'll probably talk to him offline.
Will do.
Yeah, it's going, so. Alright, GG's everybody. Hey, thanks for commenting, thanks for the restream. Thanks for tracking, whoever's tracking.
Yeah, big shout outs to we got Arya Stark, and they're hard this late at night. Atoli. This really is Rando After Dark, man.
Yeah, we should do some Rando After Dark. That'd work for me.
Absolutely.
All right, like we could. I'm honestly like, if you want to schedule one this late, like when this one was, you were common. I'm down. That's easier for me, honestly, because the baby's asleep.
Yeah, I'll look at. We'll talk about that after
let
we
me
get some
know.
sleep. We'll do.
Figure it out. Figuring it out. Also, shout outs to James's karaoke. Good stuff.
Yeah, if for those of you who weren't in attendance at SG Live, some people got to hear me sing, and I guess I'm all right.
Yeah, we all had a great time. All right, see you guys later.
All right. It's Vex for everyone. Give him a follow. Meanwhile, Swagalicous is going to head back up on top of Hyrule Castle. Finds the dam, so Swamp Palace is available. There's that second key to Turtle Rock. So Turtle Rock is now available. Swag just needs a couple of these Triforce pieces. That is enough for Swag to start heading to dungeons. I'm back in Ice Palace for Swagalicous now. This will be Triforce piece number 9. Gonna be a much cozier time. Swag with the big key doesn't need to hit the switch this time. Gets through on the icebreaker. Let's see how this fight goes with Cold Stare. He needs bombos to crack the shell, so he'll still have some fire rod shots left over. Puffs get a little split up, but plenty of firepower left over. Nicely done by Swagalicous, picking up Triforce piece number 9. And presumably off to Turtle Rock. Nice chain dash. Unfortunately, a little interrupted by that mini Helmasaur. And we're going to make quick work of Trinex here. Phase 1 down. And phase 2 down as well for Swagalicous. This will be Triforce piece 10. And so Swag will flute to 3 and head Ganon. Phase 2, gonna get some spins in here. Into phase 3. Swag getting the news that silver arrows were in that Ice Palace big chest. Getting nice locations for these lamp triples. Really well done so far in this fight. Should be through on this cycle. There you go. Get those GGs into chat. Swagalicous gonna finish this race up. Cross that bridge. GG's to Swagalicous, finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, 16 seconds. Thanks to racetime.gg. We are joined by Swagalicous. GG, Swagalicous.
Yeah, GG's. That was something. Chatting with Vex in the race time. Apparently I just missed marked arrow game and never found back of desert.
Yeah, we were. Vex hopped in and for a little bit. We were wondering what was going on, but if you mismarked that entrance, it was lost forever.
Yeah, I remember the reason why I mismarked it, because I got Titans right around dig game, and I was just looking at my tracker, looking where are Smiths, and so I just did dig game into Smiths and completely skipped arrow game.
I would do it. One of these seeds where you just get a lot of options at the start, that early mirror, and
Yeah, I was feeling good about taking the desert left exit all the way up the mountain and getting everything up there. The only issue I found was, everything on the mountain is just dungeons, so there's no easy checks I can grab without keys. Yeah. I don't know. I was feeling good about this. I think it was like 27 or so minute boots, 27 or 37 minute boots, and a couple of my routing issues. I think I completely skipped K45 the first time around, and
yeah,
and
there were some times where you're like not mirroring in places that maybe you would normally mirror, but I definitely know from your seat it can be very overwhelming to have that much access to the world that quickly with boots, mirror, pearl, glove, and hammer all within the first half hour or so, all in Sphere Zero locations.
Yeah. I was, after I got, I think around the time I got boots, I was thinking it's like I should stop running around in overworld and just run around in dark world. That way I can mirror to any overworld locations I need to get to.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just a lot of things, a lot of options for you to do, and was very impressed with your resiliency in the Vitreous fight. I know it kind of got sideways on you, but you stuck it out.
Well, it went better than the Vidi fight against you.
I did watch that back, and yes.
Yeah, and Ice Big yet again, holding key items. By looking at this, wow, Vex never got Titan's hookshot or the fire rod. Wow.
No, he did sequence break the top of GT, and then
hover, or I guess it has to be hover because you can't multi bounce. Yeah.
Yeah, hover and didn't even have the bow at that point. Also did
Mimic Clip. Oh
Mimic
wow.
Clips.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he ended up going into go mode, finding the bow in the desert big in Blind's Hut at Waterfall.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was I mean, I don't know. Yet again, it seems like Damn for Swamp eludes me until the very end.
Yeah, until it's no longer relevant.
Yep. I mean, this is a fun seed. Definitely some things I could do better for sure. Something to look at and learn from. And isn't that what it's all about? Just getting better.
Absolutely.
Having fun.
I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people didn't bother entering this tournament because of the entrance requirements. I don't know what your experience level is in entrance, but yeah, all you can do is keep playing and get better.
Yeah, I mean, I know that because a lot of people didn't sign up, that's one of the reasons why I did. Mainly because I figured, the cutoff is going to be a lot lower now. So, and I made it in, I think, at like 126. So, like I said in our last match, I'm just looking to take a game off of someone. And I'm wondering if cross hunt is maybe not the way to do it.
Vex is on here a little earlier. He says GG's, and also he was very glad you did not pick open, just because he does not like open.
Yeah, I figured this would be more fun. I thought about open. I think open's variance comes down to which dungeon, which pendant do I dip, whereas this one has a lot more variance.
Yes.
And I don't know. On one hand, it's like I could hit a god route in Grossun and like win by a lot. On the other hand, it's like my opponents who are better at routing, better at execution, are just going to make up time over me, and maybe open. And I hit the 50-50 on which pendant to dip is my way of taking a game off of someone. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you've got 3 races still ahead of you. 2
Yeah.
against Julo and 1 more against Vex.
Well, if Vex doesn't like open, looks like we'll be doing 80 keys, and against Duo will be most likely my only chance to pick open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing especially outrageous about this seed.
Yeah, just yeah, I don't think there's anything really weird or out of the ordinary or out of the way. Just interesting that Vex finding GT and willing to commit to the skips kind of pushed him ahead a fair bit in the seed. But still a great effort from you. Always good to see runners finish these races out as well.
Yeah, I figured, gives me more practice on at least clearing dungeons. I mean, I think at that point most of entrances have been cleared out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I wonder when I would have been in go mode if I remembered desert, or if I didn't mismark arrow game and found desert back. But it's all woulda,
I
coulda,
think
shouldas.
yeah, I think looking at it as when you found GT would have been go mode.
Okay. I think I was clearing ice armos around the time Vex finished, so I still would have been off by quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely should have kept more arrows clearing ice armos. Because
Did see you digging outside looking for some help.
Yep. And then I just decided to clear right side and hope for arrows in compass room. Yeah.
And anything else you want to give a shout out to?
Not much. I mean, Vex has been a great opponent. Most likely to go pretty far. So, yeah, it'll be fun to finish out the rest of this group.
Absolutely. If you're in chat, give Swagalicous a follow. You got the links in chat. Swagalicous, GG's again. We'll see you. Got 3 more races here. I'm sure we'll see you on Restream again. One of the races against Shula or the other against Vex.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we'll get those scheduled up soon.
Thanks again to Swagalicous. GG's to them. Want to thank as well our trackers tonight, Arya Stark and Atoli, keeping Nira light shine on myself. Thanks to Nira as well. They had to leave a little bit early, but finishing it out here. Arya and Atoli, as trackers, keeping us aware of where things are at and well informed as these races go very quickly. That's going to be it for Speed Gaming, at least for the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament today. Taking a look at tomorrow's calendar. We've got races starting at 11:10 a.m. right here on Speed Gaming. It's Smirk JD versus Kotose playing 80 Keys Boots. Those of you in Germany or German language speakers. 12:10 p.m. Zenitschwart versus Ryland Tankier is going to be both on SpeedGaming 2 and SpeedGaming Deutsch. Big Dunka versus Ascend playing 80 keys at 2:10 p.m. Faker Jr. versus Tristanian at 3:10 p.m. That's on SpeedGaming 2 and SpeedGaming Deutsch as well. We've also got P-Train versus Seb at 5:10. Dr. Earworm versus Zero Nix at 6:10. 8:10 and 9:10 as well with Sawyer versus Gilgamesh and Big Dunka versus Armalex, another rematch from SGL. So a full slate of races on the Speed Gaming Networks. If you want more information on the tournament, you get the links in the chat as well for our bracket, our schedule, our Discord. Hop on in and we'll keep you informed and let you know when there's going to be more races and more action going. That's it for tonight, though. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank our trackers, our runners, my co-commentator as well one more time. It's James FNX signing out. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.